I don't think school is preparing our kids for the economy they're actually going to inherit. And what I'm realizing is that if we don't add a new layer at home, our kids are going to be excellent students for a world that doesn't exist. And I don't say that because school is bad. I'm saying that because the world is changing faster than schools can adapt. I used to think the safest thing for my kids was to get a good education, get good grades, go to a good college, get a good job. But as I'm talking to more and more of my dad friends, I'm realizing they're not ready for what's coming. They're still thinking that their kids can go through a 100-year-old system of schooling and be ready for what's coming down the pipe. See, I'm in technology and I work with AI every day, and I see the changes that are happening. And then I talk to my dad friends and I see what they're doing with their kids, and they're sending them through a system that's been around for 100 years to be prepared for a world that's completely changing every 6 months and going exponentially faster in terms of the rate of change. School of our generation rewarded compliance, rule following, getting credentials, memorizing things. This new AI economy rewards agency. Find a problem, use the tools, communicate with the computer, get it done. That requires critical thinking and good judgment. That's a fundamental mismatch in traditional education. I know how hard it is to be a parent, and I know that school isn't just for education. It is a place to help our kids grow while we work. For my family, we've been fortunate enough to send our kids to a nature school so that they're outside playing in the dirt for 6 to 8 hours a day. But that time is ending, and we had to make a decision if we're going to go the traditional public school, do a charter school, private school. We've opted to move into the homeschooling just to have more control, just because since I'm in AI, I know that our kids can learn exponentially faster with personalized AI help if you have a parent who can help usher that in. But I know that's not for everyone. However, we do need to not ignore what's coming like a steam train at us right now. On a recent episode of Moonshots, the great Ray Kurzweil, futurist and technologist, was worried about our kids who are going to be going to college and getting careers based on an educational paradigm that was created 100 years ago.
College, and they're planning careers the way we did 100 years ago.
Times are changing slower than they are now. AI is changing the way the world is working in months. If you've opened up ChatGPT, I can pinpoint exactly when these models went from, oh, that's a nice, interesting thing, to, oh my gosh, it can do meaningful work. And it's only progressing faster. The danger isn't, is school useless? It's that school is having an allergic reaction to the change that is inevitable. So that means that it's on us as parents to take this into our own hands. But if you're not interested in AI, that is going to have downstream consequences for your children. Even as a technologist, I have gone techno-optimist to I want to just live on a farm and hide from everything, and back and forth. So I understand how it can be scary. Change is scary, but it doesn't stop. The train does not stop, and it's on us to see what the pros of AI are and use that to our advantage while protecting our family from the negatives. And I've done experiments on my own kids around AI, and I'm honestly blown away. You see, my son, he's 4. I read a book by a man in Europe who taught his daughters how to play chess, and they all became grandmasters. So what that book taught me was that kids are way more capable than we give them credit for. You should be able to give them something that you know is a little bit harder for them to reach, but give them the tools and the confidence to tackle a harder problem. And with AI, I bought him this chessboard called Chess Up 2. He's able to now play the AI and get that immediate feedback. Originally he was playing me, but then I realized if I got him the faster and faster feedback loop with good sound AI personalization, and it didn't take him more than 9 months to start beating ELO 600 at 4. I started him at chess a little after 3, just figuring out the pieces. And now he's pretty dang good, and I can see him accelerating faster and faster. That's the quality of AI personalized education. Now I'm just referencing chess, but if you look at what Alpha.school is doing, they have figured out that with personalized AI tutors, what used to take us 8 hours in a day, no more than 1 to 2 hours. And then you would ask, well, what are you going to do with all that extra time? That's where AI is amazing, because all of us are curious. We want to build, we want to be creative. That's what AI allows us to do. I've never had more fun at work than getting into a flow state, building something with AI. Our kids now have that ability. They can go start businesses at 8 years old now because as long as they can communicate through voice, through typing, the AI unlocks all barriers. It gives them just the next step they need to do to be able to keep moving. The problem is that our kids will not know that ability of creativity and passion if the parents don't understand it themselves. We can go down rabbit holes on things that I don't like about AI. If you feel that same way, leave me a comment and we'll talk about that in a future video. But if you look at it from a techno-optimist lens, I think we can do so much good in this world and have so much more fun and move mountains of creativity because of AI being that fast feedback loop, unlocking barriers. And I think our kids can grow. But if they are allergic to AI because we are not showing them because we don't know it ourselves, it's a disservice. So what I worry about is that we're going to have excellent students in a world that no longer exists. So I'll leave you with this. The world is changing. It's gonna be crazy. We're in this together. And it's my hope that I can help shed some light on what I'm doing for my family so that you can make the best decisions for yours. Stay sovereign. I'll see you on the next one.